G Squadron from Naval Air Station Whidbey Island, Washington, currently deployed to the Western Pacific, and we're here down in Australia for exercise Talisman Sabre 17.
And why are you here?
I'm Commander Dave Harris. I'm the commanding officer of Electronic Attack Squadron 132, an E-18G Squadron from Naval Air Station Whidbey Island, Washington. We brought 6 aircraft E-18G Growlers along with 200 sailors and 24 aircrew here for the exercise. Well, we're used to working with the Australian Defence Force along with all of the other assets here for Talisman Sabre 17, providing support to control the electronic magnetic spectrum and also take part in this high-intensity training along with our Australian Defence Force partners, specifically the 6th Squadron and their brand new E-18G Growlers. Well, as I mentioned, it's going to be a very high-intensity training here for Talisman Sabre 17. It's going to be great training for our aircrew in a realistic environment where we get to practice our electronic warfare skills with all the assets here for Talisman Sabre. Electronic Attack Squadron 132 has 200 sailors and approximately 24 aircrew, and we brought the whole team here for Talisman Sabre 17. Not only for our training back in the States, but this is just excellent training overall for our primary mission, which is to promote regional stability here in the Western Pacific, and then also partner with our allies, the Australian Defence Force, in order to project our power wherever we need to worldwide that both of our nation's leaders need us to. As an E-18G Squadron, the Scorpions are all about supporting our joint coalition and allied partners with electronic warfare. So we bring the Navy's newest aircraft here to Australia, and we're going to be a great asset to assist and provide training for not only the U.S. assets, but also for the Australian. Sure. As I mentioned earlier, the Australian Defence Force was the first country to buy the E-18G Growler. So not only do we get to work with a whole vast array of U.S. Navy, U.S. Air Force, and then Australian Defence Force partners, but we also get to work with the first Australian E-18G Squadron, the 6th Squadron. So we're going to get to test out a lot of tactics, techniques, and procedures for the first time in a high-intensity training environment. We're going to be flying a lot of different types of missions, close air support, maritime operations, defensive counter-air, and really providing the full spectrum of our mission, which is electronic attack, electronic surveillance, and ordnance on time, on target. We have 200 sailors and aircrew in VAQ 132, and we tried to bring the entire team here to take part in the exercise and also to enjoy Australia off-duty. For the exercise for Talisman Sabre, it's an awesome opportunity to train in a high-end, high-intensity type environment with our U.S. Pacific Command leadership leading the effort, and then also with the training with all the different Australian partners. It's just going to be a great opportunity for us to work with a bunch of different assets that we're not used to working with. VAQ 132, we have a very interesting relationship with the Australian Defence Force, in particular with the 6th Squadron. Their executive officer, Squadron Leader Kennedy, was one of our department heads in our squadron for 2 years, and we also had 12 Australian maintainers from the 6th Squadron that trained with VAQ 132 for 6 months last year. So this is a great opportunity to renew those relationships and then work in a high-intensity environment where we can train together outside of the U.S. For VAQ 132, we've been excited for months in order to come down to this exercise. It's going to be a great opportunity for us to work with our partners here in Australia, and then also a great experience for our sailors to enjoy the Australian culture in this beautiful country for the first time for many of us.